Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a Mickey ear tutorial for you guys, and I did a couple things a little bit different. I changed up how I made the bow for this one, as well as covered a headband for you guys. So there's a little bit more in-depth tutorial on some other things that you can do. This is one of those Mickey ears that you always see around, but I wanted to show you guys how to make them because these are one that a lot of people really want. So let's get started.
All right, so we're gonna start with our fabric. I got some black sequins fabric, some red elastic sequin stuff that I got at Hobby Lobby, and all of the supplies that we're gonna do for our no-sew ears. Now, this is just the same technique I used in the no-sew video, and I will put that link below. If you need more detail, this is just more for inspiration and how to do double layers. So I'm gonna just cover the black like I did with our no-sew ears, and then I'm gonna go over it again with some black sequins fabric, and I'm gonna cut off the edges. This time I actually glued them over the edge so that they overlapped because it was a thin fabric. And then we're gonna go in afterwards and seal that after we cut off all those raw edges and get that nice and cleaned up. I'm gonna take some black sequins and stick those around the edges. This just gives it an extra sparkle and then cleans up the edges so that it's not a bunch of raw edges. And then this is where you hide any little pieces of glue and all that. So make sure you do this part really nice and petite. So get them all the way around your ears and make sure they're secured, and then we're gonna fluff them. Make sure you put your fluff under both layers because the black sequins fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby is pretty sheer and you don't want the white showing through. So this time I'm going to show you how I covered a headband. So this is how I measured it. I just rolled the headband over to make sure I got enough fabric and cut about 1/4 of an inch, maybe like a 1/2 inch on every edge so that I had room to hot glue it over the edges. This was actually my first one I've ever done, so I was kind of nervous that it wouldn't be very easy, but it was actually super easy when I was done with it, and it looked really good. So those edges, you're just going to kind of snip them off and then hot glue them down and get all those little edges down. Make sure you have enough that it comes over and you can get hot glue on the inside of your headband. And then we're just going to take some ribbon and close off all those edges, kind of like how headbands are already made, but we're just going to make ours our own specific color. Then I'm going to take my ears after I close them up with some hot glue and hot glue the entire rim. The nice thing about having these fabrics are they're so porous that they absorb the hot glue and then they stay really well. So then I also got this at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to take a long piece and make a circle with some hot glue, and then we're going to stick them onto our headband. But first I'm going to take the center and pinch it together and put a rubber band around it so that makes the center of the bow. And then after it's rubber banded, I'm going to take either some fabric or some more of my sequins stuff and hot glue that on around the circle, and then I'm going to hot glue the center in, and the bow is super long so that we can make a double layer. So I'm just going to pinch it in to give it kind of like a flowy bow look, and when I get it exactly how I want it, I'm just going to hot glue in all of the folds to keep it down exactly where I want it, and then just hold firmly and let all the glue dry before I go on to the other side. And I'm going to go on to the other side and make that how it goes, and then they're super cute when they're done. I hope you guys like it, and don't forget to click subscribe. We've got videos every Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes on Fridays. You can also find me on Millennial Moms on Tuesdays. Love you guys. Bye.